Listen up, Earth Angels. You came here to be the savior of your bloodline. Don't worry, this is not a message of sacrifice. This is a message of your sovereignty. Oh, this is not going to be a tale of exhaustion for you. This is going to be a tale of exaltation. This is not going to be about your duty. This is about your destiny, okay? So listen up, because you came here to be the Messiah of your family, not the martyr. We talked about this a couple episodes back. Messiah, it comes from the word anointed one. It means a savior or leader of a group of people, a liberator, a divinely appointed leader. And that's you. You came here for this, okay? And so, yeah, I don't want you to be freaked out about it, because you're not here. When I say that you are, you came here to be the savior of your bloodline, I did not say that you came here to be the family servant. You came here to be the savior. You are here to show these hoes how it's done. Yeah, you are the success story of your family. You are the leader. You're the liberator of your family. You're the savior. Yeah, so let me back up then. Like, in the astral realm, before you got here, spirit saw your bloodlines, both sides, your mother's line and your father's line, saw that they had so much potential, but they kept slacking. They had all the tools they needed to step into their power, but they just let the matrix laws and illusions and traps set a cap on how far they can go, set a ceiling. The same things keep getting the rest of the people in your family caught up. And so spirit was finally like, all right, time to bring in the big dogs. Let's call in Earth Angel. Let's bring them in here, save these hoes. They do not know what they're doing. I've given them everything. I'm giving them all and they're still not up to the task. So you signed up. You came here. And, you know, this message, I think it's like, you know, when you walk into a room and you're like, why did I come in here? Why did I even come in here? You knew when you first started walking in why you came in there, but then you get in there and you're like, wait, why am I here now? So this is what's going on a cosmic level. You forgot why you came to Earth. It's really stimulating once you do get to Earth. So when you came in here, you kind of forgot why you were here. Why did I come into this room? Why did I come into this earthly realm? I am here to remind you of the soul contract that you signed in the astral before you came in here. You saw what spirit saw, which was your bloodline is slacking. They had to call you up. So there are blocks, karmic cycles that everyone else in your bloodlines, they keep running into. It keeps blocking them from stepping into their power, stepping into their divinity, ascending. So maybe it was poverty, a poverty mindset. Maybe everyone gets caught up by drugs or alcoholism. Maybe they are caught up by toxic relationships. Maybe the cycle that your bloodline keeps getting, like, oh, they run into this glass ceiling, is of like reaching their full potential. It's like setting their standards too low, being like, I'll never be able to get more than this, so let me just settle with this. Maybe they all get married, but when they get married, they let their husband set the ceiling for what they accomplish. Maybe, you know, they are taught to, like, they keep getting caught up in a cycle of violence. They keep accepting for themselves substandard treatment. They keep giving away their power. They come in, and then the, laws, standards of society, of the 3D, of their family members, of their mom, their siblings, their community, they were like, okay, I have to do that. Like, they want me to do this. And it took them off their path, their purpose. It took them off their soul mission. And Spirit was getting tired of seeing it. They're like, time and time again, they get so close, but they're never able to break through. And that's why you're here. That's why you came, to show them how it's done. I also talked about this in another episode, so go back and watch that. Yeah, maybe, like your family, like they've been able to do very well for themselves. They see themselves as doing well, but, they keep giving their power to the US military, the US government. And the US government tells them, this is how much your labor is worth. This is what you can and cannot say. This is the cap on what you can do. It tells you to serve. And so maybe that's what your family did. They thought the, illusion of safety and security of working for certain organizations was the right thing to do. But it was an elaborate matrix trap. And it stopped them from fully stepping into their potential, fully using their power. Your family has been given so much, your bloodlines have so much power in them, but they were not able to access it because they kept getting caught up. They kept getting blocked. They kept running into a block that kept them in a loop, a karmic loop, a generational loop, generational cycle. So yeah, I said poverty, drug use, alcohol abuse. Maybe everyone has children very young. Maybe everyone, I don't know. There's lots of things. But you know your story better than I do. You know your bloodline's stories better than I do. I feel like I'm resonating with people, though, who come from people who kind of set their goals low, set their dreams low. So they achieve it, but nothing more. I was thinking about, my mother has told me on 2 occasions as an adult that she would sometimes be like kind of sad that, she hasn't done anything big with her life. But then she, comforted herself with like, no, she had children who are going to do big things with their life. And so that's, how and that is a curse that you're breaking. My mom was actually right the first time. That feeling that she wasn't, accomplishing anything big. Yeah, she's right. She does have a big purpose here. It isn't just raising children like literally everyone else does. She has a bigger purpose here, and she forgot. She lost the plot. And it's easy because the Matrix, everyone else will allow you to have low standards for yourself. They'll allow you to have a kind of small life where you don't have any ability to affect, the world at large, but you just keep it going. And I'm like, okay, so like Elon Musk has the power to change the world, but I don't? Come on. It's absurd. He's an idiot. He's an idiot rich kid, and he's doing a terrible job. So I obviously can do way better. And so you probably come from a family of people who are just ordinary, just workers, just trying to get through the day, when actually they're supposed to be thriving. They're supposed to be stepping into their power. They're supposed to be. They're supposed to be. So yeah, they might have, the people in your bloodline, they keep blocking their blessings. They keep running into blocks that limit their freedom, their ability to be in their full power, their ability to move about this world, not just comfortably, like easily, successfully. divinely. But you came here, you signed up in your soul contract. I am your, divine advocate. And I'm just here to remind you of the terms and conditions that your soul signed up for in the astral realm before you even got here, okay? You came to be the terminator. You came to terminate the cycles, the blocks, the things that tripped up everyone else in your bloodline. It stops with you. You're the terminator. It ends with you. You terminate these karmic cycles. And you don't have to worry about like, oh, you got to drag people kicking and screaming. You got to like sacrifice and you got to carry them with you. You got to go. No, all you got to say is, what does the terminator say? Come with me if you want to live. That's all you say. You don't say, oh, well, let me go back with them to help them survive. No, you're saying, come with me if you want to live. Oh my God, I think I'm getting bitten on my feet. I don't like that, but that's okay. I'm almost done the message. And I've pretty much given it to you. So yeah, you don't have to worry about like, oh, how do I get my family to understand? How do I get these people to understand? You don't have to worry about that, babe. You just say, come with me if you want to live. And then you go, you ascend, you rise, and the people who have done the work, who are ready, will come with you. They'll rise with you. And the others will fall out of frame. That's okay. You're going to be shining so brightly. They'll be able to see you when they want to catch up, when they're ready to put their shoes on and get their work done. Then you'll be there, ready to, lead them. Sorry if I look super uncomfortable. I just really don't like mosquitoes. Who does, though, I guess? Anyway, so this is not just what you came to give to your bloodline. This is what you came to receive. And you're not just here to receive orders and instructions and demands. You're here to give the orders. And when you clear these generational debts, you gain a generational inheritance. You gain all of the wisdom, the wealth, the power, the spiritual gifts that everyone else in your bloodline was not able to unlock because they didn't do the work that you've done. They did what everyone else in the family told them to do, what everyone else in their communities told them to do. But, their job is to be saved, and your job is to be the savior. So if you're like, oh, well, my family says I should do this, they want me to do this. Look, if they knew what it took to break these cycles, to come into their power, to save the bloodline, then it would be them here being the savior of the bloodline. But they don't know because you're the savior. So what you think to do is the correct thing. So don't get, discouraged or confused when the people in your bloodline are like, no, you should do this. Their job is to be saved. Your job is to be the savior. And you don't have to worry. Like, I don't know, when you think of lots of people accept Jesus Christ as their savior, right? But like, they still do all the things that keep them blocked, that keep them out of their divinity, that keep them in poverty, that keep them afraid. That's not Jesus's fault. That's not the Savior's fault. The Savior did their work. The Savior's job is to remove the blocks that were keeping the bloodline in bondage, out of their power, in danger. And so, your job is just to be the savior, just to do what you know you must. You see the things that are keeping everyone else in your bloodline blocked. And so you don't go and do the same thing they're doing. That's their job, to do the same thing that everyone else is doing. But your job as the savior of the bloodline is to break free. It's to go your own way. It's to show them how it should be done. That's another episode I talked about. So go back and watch that one. I think I said all the things I wanted to say. I delivered the message, okay? So yeah. Oh, actually, I also want to add, you know, some people, even in your bloodline, will be a little bit jealous. They'll be like, how come Earth Angel gets all the generational wealth? How come they get the spiritual gifts? How come they get the shamanic gifts that our great great grandmother had? How come they get the, you know, generational wisdom that no one else has had access into our family? Nah, everybody got the call, but I don't know. It's you. Maybe in the people in your bloodlines, in their soul contract, it has a contingency clause. It's like they will awaken once Earth Angel does. So their soul mission, their soul purpose, their soul contract only activates once you activate yours. Once you get to being the savior, being the sovereign, that's how they're going to know you. They're going to know you as Earth Angel, the sovereign, Sheba, the sovereign, Billy, the sovereign, Sakura, the sovereign, Jessa, the sovereign. Woof. You're going to be known in your bloodline as the one who reigns, who is in control, who figured it out. The same thing that blocked everyone else in your bloodline, there's like an enormous, oh my God, enormous bumblebee. The things that blocked your bloodline doesn't block you, doesn't have the effect on you. The thing that took down the people in your bloodline doesn't have an effect on you. You're immune to it because you're the savior. You signed up, you came here to be the savior of your bloodline, to put them on the right track, to remove the blocks, mental and otherwise, that are preventing them from ascending and coming into their power and being who they're supposed to be. Okay? Anyway, I've delivered the message. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, okay? Yeah, let me know how this resonated. I know it's kind of, but don't worry. This is, yeah, like, not about, you know, this is not a message that's supposed to, oh, you're going to be exhausted with this pressure. No, baby, you're going to be exalted. You're the one in your bloodline who figured it out. Your ancestors have been waiting for you. They've been praying for you. And Spirit was like, all right, send them. Send the big dog. Save these hoes. My God, save them from themselves. Don't let them fall for this same trap once again. Not one more person in not one more generation. It ends with you. You're the terminator. You're the savior of your entire bloodline. And I love that for you, Earth Angels. Okay, I love you. This is all made up. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you, Earth Angels, tomorrow. Okay? Love you. Bye.